Hey Falcons, I'm Jason.
And I'm Nadia.
And welcome to our 2021 to 2022 Multicultural Assembly.
We know that it is virtual, but hopefully this is the last virtual assembly we will have.
With this assembly, we will showcase the diversity and representation of countries here at Foss through different performances, activities, and attires.
We hope you'll learn more about the students here at Foss and see just how diverse our Foss community is.
Our first segment will be our flag walk. What country are you representing, Nadia?
I'm representing Denmark! What about you, Jason?
I'm representing Vietnam.
Wow! In Flag Walk, we will have students and staff represent different countries all over the world. Some may be related to their origins, or some may be simply because they feel connected in some way to that country.
Let's get to flag walk, shall we?
Let's go.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family, and the truth, you know, love is all we need. Beyond the world, beyond the children, beyond the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. Well, send them your heart so they know that someone cares, and their lives will be stronger and free, as God has shown us by turning stone to bread. And so we all must lend a helping hand. We are the world, we are the children, we are the one to make a brighter day. So let's start giving. Oh, there's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
cool seeing so many Falcons rep those flags.
Definitely.
Moving on, our next segment is our fashion show.
In Fashion Show, we will have a few students and staff showcase their cultural attire. In this segment, you will learn more about the clothing and the significance of them.
Presenting our fashion show.
Jason Nguyen is representing Vietnam and is wearing an ao dai. The ao dai is a traditional Vietnamese national garment that men and women can wear on formal occasions. Mr. Langton is representing Tibet and is wearing a chuba during his senior year of high school. Typically, a chuba is a long sheepskin coat made of thick Tibetan wool worn by many of the nomadic peoples of high altitude in the cold mountains of Tibet. The traditional Tibetan clothing is distinctive to Solo Khumbu to provide comfort and fashion in cold and high elevation conditions. Ryan Tran is representing Vietnam. He is wearing a suit attire with Lunar New Year's envelopes. During Tet, or Lunar New Year, people dress formally and adults hand out red envelopes to children. The money in the envelopes, called lisei, is considered to be lucky money. Miss Creamer is representing Japan and is wearing two different types of kimonos. The kimono is a traditional Japanese garment and the national dress of Japan. The kimono is a T-shaped wrap front garment with square sleeves and a rectangular body, and is usually worn left side wrapped over the right. The pink kimono Miss Creamer is wearing is a more common and casual kimono, while the black kimono is more for celebrations and special occasions. Kama Kospan is representing Kazakhstan, and Coco Suksawa is representing Thailand. Kama is wearing her national dress and jacket called a kazuki. Depending on the age and status of the wearer, the cultural attire's type and color would differ. Single young ladies usually would wear white and red, while married women would wear green or blue colors. Her jacket has lots of sparkly rocks and gold and silver details. I love seeing all the different types of attire.
Me too.
Our last segment of the assembly will be our performances.
In performance, you will see a variety of different performances ranging from dances, songs, poems, and even some cooking videos related to one's country and culture.
I can't wait to see them all. I heard that there were a lot of submissions.
Let's cut to the chase and show all our performances.
Before we get into our performances, we have a few students who submitted photos that don't specifically fit into the performance category, but still showcase their culture and origins. First, Sophia Vogel is representing Hawaii with a traditional Hawaiian meal that her native mom cooked. In the photo, it shows short ribs, macaroni salad, and rice. Next, we have Tayshawn Johnsey Bethley representing her Native American culture. In the photo, she is playing a drum as a child. Now, let's get back into her performances.
Hey, lupa pati maleo. Oh, saúde. Musabi. Alpha, Sama.
Today I'll be showing you how to make nước mắm or Vietnamese fish sauce. First, squeeze some lime into your bowl. Then add some minced garlic. Some cut chili peppers. A half teaspoon of sugar. And then give it a nice mix. A tablespoon of simple fish sauce, usually made from anchovy extract, salt, and water, and then give it a good mix. Then slowly dilute it with water to your liking. And that's all you need to make Vietnamese fish sauce.
The daughter of a heavenly parent, I'm a disciple. My destiny is eternal. I am a light, I am divine, and I seek and act on revelation to learn His ways. I minister to those around me in His holy name. I will stand as a witness of God. I will carry His love in my heart. I will serve, I will pray, I will walk in His ways till the work that He gave me is done. I will lift up the souls that surround me. Follow my Savior with faith. Will strive to do all I have promised. He is my rock, He is my strength. I will stand as a witness of God. I will carry His love in my heart. I will serve, I will pray, I will walk in His ways till the work that He gave me is done. I will and we will rise up together as daughters of God and fill up the world with His light. And if that's what He commands us, we will give our lives. I will stand as a witness of God. I will carry His love in. I will serve, I will pray, I will walk His ways till the work that He gave me is done. I will
The Fiddler of Dooney by William Butler Yeats. When I play my fiddle in Dooney, folk dance like a wave of the sea. My cousin is a priest in Kilvarnet, and my brother in Mauchrobuie. I passed my brother and cousin. They read in their book of prayer. I read in my book of songs. I bought at Sogo Fair. When come at the end of time, to Peter sitting in state, he will smile on the 3 old spirits, but call me first through the gate. For the good are always merry, save by an evil chance, and the merry love the fiddle, and the merry love to dance. And when the folk there spy me, they will all come up to me with, "There is the fiddler of Dooney," and dance like a wave of the sea.
Hey Falcons, Jason here, and I'm going to be showing you all how to make one of my favorite pastries called bantio, or also known as a Vietnamese donut. It is a food that I have loved my entire life and is definitely my favorite thing to eat for breakfast. I would eat them all the time when I would visit Vietnam, as it is a street food, but my mom actually recently learned how to make them, so I'll be showing you that today. This is actually my first time making these, so you'll see my mom teaching me along the way, but I hope you guys enjoy. First, we will be combining 2.5 cups of flour, 4 tablespoons of sugar, and about 1 teaspoon of salt. You can see that I used a whisk, but I would actually recommend using a spatula because of the next step. Next, we will put 400 milliliters of milk to a simmer. Once it starts to bubble up a little, pour it into your mix and quickly incorporate it before it cools down. Once it cools, begin kneading the dough with your hands until it has a smoother consistency. When that is done, put it in a bowl and let it rest for about 15 minutes with plastic wrap. Next, pour some sesame seeds onto a plate and flour a rolling pin in your surface to prepare for the next step. Roll your dough out and cut it into 20 equal pieces. I'd recommend cutting in half lengthwise and then cutting both pieces into 10 equal pieces. Once that is done, roll each piece into a ball and set it aside. Because the balls will be sorta dried out, we will knead the ball to make it stickier, roll it back into a ball, and proceed to smush the dough onto the plate of sesame seeds. Flip it over and do the exact same, then use a rolling pin to roll out the dough into as even of a circle as you can. You should roll it to where it is thin enough, but not too thin or else the pastry can break when frying. Once you are done, you can start frying. Pour a good amount of oil into a pot on high heat and wait until it is hot enough to begin frying. If it is not hot enough, the pastry will not puff up as much, but the oil will get hotter the more you fry. Insert one of your doughs to the pot, and after about a minute, it will eventually rise to the top and begin to puff up. Use a ladle to turn the pastry over and make sure it is evenly covered. Once it is a nice golden brown, remove the pastry and let it cool down. You can do 2 at a time, but make sure to not overcrowd the pot to avoid burning. And that will be it. The pastry should be very puffy and hollow inside, and is best eaten while they are still hot, although you can still reheat them in the oven or air fryer after. I hope you all enjoyed watching this process and want to try it out for yourselves. Bye! Phew, that was a jam-packed
It really
assembly.
was. I sure learned a lot from watching everyone's videos.
And we also hope you all learned a lot from today's assembly and understand more about people's cultures and customs.
Anyways, we will see you again, Falcons, in our next assembly.
Hopefully one that is in person again.
Bye!